and Boots were exploring deep in the jungle. "Wow, look at all the colorful flowers," said Dora. Suddenly, she spotted something special on a bush. "Boots, look, a tiny berry that glows like a star." The berry shimmered with all the colors of the rainbow. "It looks magical," Dora exclaimed. "Be careful, Dora," said Boots, looking worried. But Dora was too curious. "Just one little taste," she said, and popped the berry into her mouth. Poof! A cloud of sparkly dust surrounded Dora. "Whoa!" she giggled. "I feel funny." The world around her started to get bigger and bigger. "Dora!" Boots cried out, his eyes wide. "You're shrinking." Soon, Dora was no bigger than Boots's red boot. The blades of grass looked like tall skyscrapers. "Wow!" she gasped, looking up at her best friend. "You're a giant, Boots." Boots looked worried. "How will we get you big again?" he asked, his giant voice booming. But Dora wasn't scared. She was excited. "This is a super tiny adventure. I can see the world like a bug." Just then, a line of busy ants marched by in a perfect row. One of them stopped and looked at Dora with his antennae. "Hello there," he chirped. "You're a strange-looking bug. My name is Pip." "Hola, Pip. I'm Dora," she said. "I ate a magic berry." Pip wiggled his antennae in surprise. "A magic berry? Wow. Would you like to see our anthill? It's the biggest city in the whole garden." Dora agreed excitedly. She waved goodbye to Giant Boots, who promised to wait for her. "Be careful, Dora," he called. Dora and Pip walked side by side, ducking under giant clovers and climbing over twigs that looked like fallen logs. Soon, they arrived at the entrance to the anthill. It was a busy place. Hundreds of ants were carrying leaves, seeds, and tiny crumbs of food into the tunnels. "Welcome to Ant City," said Pip proudly. Dora followed Pip into the cool, dark tunnels. The walls glowed faintly with the help of some friendly fireflies. They saw rooms for storing food, nurseries for baby ants, and even a special room for the queen ant. After their tour, they came back outside into the sunshine. A beautiful red ladybug with black spots landed on a nearby flower. "Hello," she said. "My name is Ruby. I saw you shrink. What an adventure." "Hola, Ruby," said Dora. "It is an adventure. I wish Boots could see this." Ruby smiled. "I can give you a ride. You can see the whole garden from the sky." Dora carefully climbed onto Ruby's back and held on tight. "Ready?" asked Ruby. "Vamonos! Let's go!" shouted Dora. Ruby's wings buzzed, and up, up, up they flew into the air. From the sky, everything looked amazing. The flower beds were like colorful carpets, and a little puddle looked like a giant lake. Dora could even see Boots, who looked like a tiny purple dot far below. Ruby landed gently on a big green leaf. A fuzzy green caterpillar was slowly munching on the edge of it. "Hello," he said, taking a big bite. "I'm Wiggles. You're making me dizzy with all that flying." Dora giggled. "Sorry, Wiggles. I'm on a tiny adventure." Wiggles nodded slowly. "I know all about magic plants," he said. "If you want to grow big again, you need to find the glimmering sunflower." "A glimmering sunflower?" asked Dora. Pip the ant pointed with his antenna. "It's past the dewdrop pond," Ruby the ladybug added. "It shines brighter than all the other flowers." "We need to find the glimmering sunflower," Dora said. She knew just who to ask. Even though she was tiny, she still had her backpack. "Map," she called. A tiny version of Map popped out. Map sang his song in a tiny, squeaky voice. "Go past the mushroom forest, cross the twig bridge, and there you'll find the glimmering sunflower." With their new directions, Dora and her bug friends set off. They marched through a forest of mushrooms that looked like giant umbrellas and carefully crossed a bridge made from a single twig over a tiny stream. Finally, they saw it, a huge sunflower that glowed with a warm, golden light. It was the most beautiful flower Dora had ever seen. "We found it!" she cheered. In the center of the flower was a single, sparkling seed. With help from Pip and a lift from Ruby, Dora reached the center. "This must be the magic seed," she said, and she ate it. Poof! The sparkly dust appeared again. This time, the world started to get smaller and smaller. Dora was growing. She grew past the bugs, past the grass, and back to her normal size. "Dora, you're back!" shouted Boots, running to give her a big hug. Dora hugged him tight. "I had the most amazing tiny adventure, Boots. I made so many new friends." Dora knelt down and saw Pip, Ruby, and Wiggles looking up at her from a leaf. "Thank you for your help," she called. "Adios, amigos." Her new friends waved back. It was an adventure, big and small, that Dora would never forget.